JP Morgan economists predict the H1B visa's new $100,000 fee could cut 5,500 work authorizations per month. Too bad. Hey, Elon Musk. I wonder whatever happened to your fucking collection of H1B visa holders. What happened? I guess you're gonna have to pay $100,000 for every single one now instead. Wah, 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 wah. So much for your friendly reunion that you had at Charlie Kirk's memorial with fucking with with Donald Trump after you doing your whole like Epstein file fucking breakup and shit, which is really really funny. But yeah, he decided to sign an executive order to honestly like effectively neuter the H1B visa fucking program, which again, I there's obvious problems with the H1B visa program. It's basically like, well, I was going to compare it to a similar program in Canada. I mean, there's apt comparisons you can make about it, but essentially, in the H1B visa program, how it works is corporations can request all these particular these visas, certain cap every I think every year basically. Give out these visas to workers in overseas countries, have them move into the United States in order to do work, and basically have them in a coercive relationship where it is essentially like, well, uh, in essence, where if they do not do work for the fucking company, and that their work for the company is also contingent on them being able to stay within the United States of America. It is a very inherently exploitative sort of visa program, which is the main problems with it. I don't have a problem, obviously, with the visa program like this existing. Like, it's fine. Like, let's be fucking honest here. Americans are lazy, stupid, dumb fucking morons. And the reason why the right is celebrating this because they look at this as like, yes, now all those fucking pajeets are not gonna get the more lucrative tech jobs that totally fucking exist right now in the fucking sector because of all you motherfuckers deciding to do, I don't know, pay for not pay for play, but pay for a bunch of like dumbass idiot programs online in order to learn how to code, inevitably trying to graduate from them or drop out of it, try to get into a job, a tech sector a job in order to code or build certain architectures and systems or and whatnot, and basically end up not having any of those jobs be available because there's just way too fucking many people available for them. And it turns out a lot of companies and corporations would prefer to have, like I said before, inherent power over their fucking workers. Americans may or may not know their rights in comparison to fucking Indians. So, well, let's be honest here. They would much rather pay less money to pay a bunch of fucking goddamn Indian workers in order to, well, have control over them and to have their immigration status be contingent on their fucking work status, meaning that the company has ultimate control over the, well, fate of that worker. But, like, this is not really gonna fucking help. I don't think so, because, like, corporations are more than likely going to try to find a way around this. Again, like, the purpose of this is to try to, quote unquote, hire American, but, like, honestly, how many people are even on the H1B visa program? Most people want to do like manufacturing work or something, or whatever they LARP and interpret as like manufacturing work and like tech work or something, without actually knowing about the the sort of challenges in order to be able to get into those fucking industries. So how many people on H1B visa in the United States? About an estimated 700,000 people in the U.S. hold an H1B visa. According to Capital Economics, the USCIS says it already has reached its applicant cap for the current fiscal year, which ends September 30th. So again, like, that's not going to do anything, to be quite honest, in terms of getting rid of the current people who are on H-1B visas. It's basically meant to stop and effectively make, companies not be able to use the H-1B visa fucking program, right, with this $100,000 fee. Because I believe it's not the corporation itself that has to foot the bill. It has to be basically, from what I understand, the individual that has to foot the bill, which is just like, yeah, they're not going to be able to do that, so it's going to cause a significant like downturn. It's just like, okay, that's cool. You have a good one, Sacrificial MILF. So a new J.P. Morgan Chase report is shedding light on the chilling effect that the H1B visa overhaul could have on the American labor market. What is the overhaul? I'm just curious. Big tech and finance companies are telling H1B visas to get get to the U.S. in under 24 hours. Employees at major tech and financial companies on H1B visas were told to get in the U.S. following the surprise executive order. Amazon, Microsoft, JP Morgan, and Meta. By the way, all these companies inherently capitulated to Donald Trump, and he's already just saying "fuck you" to them, which is really, really funny. Hey guys, whoa, you were trusting this like belligerent utter moron to give you your tax cuts and let you do whatever the fuck you wanted? Yeah, that's not fucking happening. On Friday, he signed the executive order requiring. Okay, it is not the individuals that have to foot the bill; it's the companies that have to foot the fucking fee. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, this is what they get. Listen, fell for it again award for Amazon, Microsoft, JP Morgan Chase, and Meta. Like, fell for it again. Like, yeah, he was always going to fucking do stuff like this because, again, the internal guiding principle is fucking racism. Like, it's like, okay. Yeah, like, exactly, Alex. Like, every country that's, like, trying to suck up to Trump, he's going to, like, stab them in the back. Like, definitely, more than likely. Like, I mean, he announced, just recently, just today, he announced a 100% tariff on fucking pharmaceuticals that are coming into the fucking goddamn country, even though, like, America itself produces most of its own fucking pharmaceuticals. And he's, like, trying to do that in order to try to negotiate with drug companies to lower their prices. And it's like, that's not how that works. Like, you need the state to be able to negotiate drug prices with the drug companies to bring down the prices, but he doesn't believe in any of that stuff because that requires actual sort of like bureaucratic regulation and like a public trust and also like public good, which are broader concepts that Trump doesn't fucking believe in. So he's just like, well, a tariff is going to bring down drug prices, and in reality it's going to fucking raise drug prices. So I mean, whatever, a complete utter moron. The report is published Tuesday predicts that the U.S. may see 5,500 fewer work authorizations each month as companies chafe at the eye-popping $100,000 cost for every new application they file. They reached that number by taking the total number of new employment petitions for fiscal year 2024, or 141,000, and projecting how many of them were processed in consulates outside the United States. Those roughly 6,500 consular petitions are most likely to be impacted by the new fee, the report said. It is possible that this change will make it less attractive for foreign students to come to the U.S. to study. That's a really good point. Yeah, like a lot of students are also they come in on fucking H1B visas, especially a lot of fucking tech students, right? Like, and that's not a company that's going to be fucking footing the bill unless, again, they're promising to hire them after going through like an American like university or tech course or something like that. So they're willing to like pay for like the tuition for that program and whatnot. Whatever like stipulations, whatever gets like negotiated and stuff. But now you have to pay an extra $100,000 for that fucking H1B visa to bring in that student. So less foreign fucking students. I guess this is like a roundabout way for Trump to also attack broader fucking education as well. So, nice fucking meme. The report warned, adding that the changes could reduce this population's post-graduation job opportunities in the U.S. Honestly, that's perfectly in line with what Donald Trump wants, right? He's totally okay with reducing post-graduation job opportunities because he just wants people to be stupid sycophants to him specifically and to just work in like factory, like basic rudimentary like factory working jobs, like just to make like nuts and bolts, which is really fucking stupid. Like, yeah, dude, a technologically advanced first world society like the fucking United States of America needs a bunch of like workers in order to just make nuts and fucking bolts, bro. Like, it's so fucking dumb, dude. The sweeping policy change signed by President Trump on Friday is designed to keep U.S. jobs in the hands of American workers. Except it's not going to do that because there's no workers to be able to take those fucking jobs right now. Like, It's not gonna fucking happen. Like it's really one of those things that are just like the stupidest ways possible in order to incentivize actual homegrown sort of like opportunities, right? Like if you want to incentivize people in order to be able to get jobs and work within America, you regulate and tax the fuck out of the corporations and the rich that have put forth the regulations, like with outsourcing specifically, that have made it, well, much worse in order for people to be able to get a fucking job. The problem is it's a fundamental distribution of money that exists within the United States of America. But then again, like, Trump doesn't give a fuck about any of that because he actively benefits from that shit. So, I mean, that's cool. That's great. The reaction was swift, prompting panic on airplanes, confusion in C-suites, and unrest among early career people worried about short and long-term career prospects. The report said that many of the world's leading companies use the visa program, including consulting firms, which amounted to nearly half of last year's top 50 H1 beneficiaries. Last year, about 70% of H1B visa applications were awarded to workers from India, and about two-thirds were focused on computer-related jobs, the report said. Yeah, that's where it mostly comes from, right? Like, that's the meme of, like, yes, we're finally not going to have all these, like, dumb fuck Indian, like, tech workers. The reason why there's so many Indian tech workers and IT workers, generally speaking, it should be fairly fucking simple, by the way. It's because, like, Modi and India have been basically restructuring and orienting their economy to being able to produce as many, like, well, fucking service tech workers as possible. Like, that's how it works, Trump, but Trump is not fundamentally interested in restructuring the economy. He just wants to he like thinks it's like a fucking video game where if he does like particular decrees that there's going to be an immediate effect and immediate change, generally for the good, when that's not how that works at all. Generally speaking, like doing just random belligerent changes like this generally leads to rather unstable sort of like footings and positions within companies and the market. Which again, like I've said before, the markets are very well known for liking instability. That's why the move to hike the visa fees so dramatically could be particularly painful for immigrant workers coming from India, the report said. The number of affected workers is fairly small in aggregate. So, yeah, because again, there's like, in reality, there's not that many people within the United States workforce that are on H1B visas in the grand scheme of things. Out of the hundreds of millions of people, 700,000 is a drop in the bucket in comparison. But then again, like, Donald Trump is trying to basically accommodate for all the, like, stupid, idiot fucking freaks, let's be honest here, within his base, who, well, basically just are, like, racist dipshits who think that they are deserving of those fucking tech work positions, even though they themselves are wholeheartedly unqualified, and companies just don't want to pay that much money for them and don't want to fucking accommodate for as much as their rights. Again, like I said before, the problem is that the fundamental annals of control are in the hands of the employers. If that were not the fucking case and it was in the hands of the employees, then the employers would have to force to negotiate with you. But Trump is not interested in sort of addressing that fundamental fucking hierarchy. He is in fact okay with perpetuating and reinforcing it. So again, like, this is not going to work out as conservatives think that it is. It's just going to cause further instabilities within the economy and just, broadly speaking, make the job market fucking worse. Because again, these companies are not going to want to hire American fucking workers. If anything, they're going to make more fucking remote positions be made available for those fucking jobs. So I don't know, like, spare me at fucking conservatives as always, doing stupid fucking bullshit and not addressing the fundamental main issues underlying why something like the H1B visa program is actually bad. Because, again, like I said before, these people are idiots and they don't understand the basic tenets of fucking economics. So spare me at conservatives. You people are fucking morons.